Hey everyone, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today I thought we'd do something a little bit different. There's a small park here in Bensalem, and it's called Bensalem Central Park. At least best I could tell from on Google Maps. There's no signage that I saw here outside of for the amphitheater, which is just off to my left here, and we'll get to that. So I just thought we'd come here, walk around, see what's in here. I know that from the map I saw that there were some wooded areas around here, and I could see them, and we'll see if we can get into them. If not, then we'll just check out the park. So let's get in here and check it out. All right, so there's this little path that goes around. When you first come in here, you see all these buildings. There's the Bensalem Police District building is in here. I think there's a municipal building in here. I think this one right here might be the courthouse. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really look too in depth as I was coming in. And off to the right here, we have Knights Road, and you can see there's a little path that goes out to this meadow here, which from what I saw online also, a lot of people like to have their dogs out here and walk them around. And it's here, we'll take a look at it real quick. All right, so the paved path ends right here, and there's some water that flows underneath, but this is the big open field. It's nice, very well maintained. But, I mean, that's all it is a field, so we'll head back in towards the park. I'm not sure what this little building is here, but we'll see if there's any signage on it. Nothing that I can see. I mean, maybe it's just a little storage thing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a bathroom. I don't know. If you know what it is, drop that down in the comments. I have no clue. And here they have a playground, really small one, but it's nice for little kids. I think they call it boat playground, obviously because, well, things are shaped like a boat. You got slides and swings and stuff to climb on. Pretty cool. They do have smaller pavilions over here, and I do see some off to the right, and we'll go check them out too. They even have little barbecues here. So I'm wondering if, like, much like with Yosemite State Park, if you have to rent these or you could just come and use them. Just a tiny little barbecue. And the other pavilions are off that way, and we'll go check them out next. But there is some wooded area around here. Well, let's go over there and check them out. So you got to cross over this little wooden bridge. Got like a little trickle of water coming down underneath it. This is actually pretty cool. I've only been here once before, and it was to be behind me at the amphitheater area. My son and his karate team, about like somewhere around 15 years ago, maybe a little less, they were doing a little demonstration for a show that was going on here. And that was the only time I've really been here. I know they've put on concerts here before and stuff. I don't know, how often that happens. That's just a neat little area to sit. Even have a thing for water, for cleaning, I guess, because they keep a lock on it. I would assume it's turned off now anyway. But yeah, it's a cool little chill out area. Now we'll head back into the park area. I don't see any trails back here, but that doesn't mean that there's no exploring possibilities. Doesn't really look like there's much in there though. And there's definitely some muddy areas. Now we're back at this one here, this pavilion. I'm gonna guess that these are bocce ball courts. They don't look like horseshoe pits. Another small pavilion. Little grill. A lot of wide open area. And there's the amphitheater. Bathrooms, snack stand. Obviously all closed now. This is pretty cool. Get a close-up of the stage up here. It's a little muddy out here. Which doesn't make much sense because I don't think it's rained anytime recent. I can hear it sloshing. Penn Community Bank Amphitheater. I was going to see about maybe setting up the camera and getting on the stage, but apparently stage area is off limits. Got some seating on either side, but from what I understand, most of the crowds are just from here out. So if you were on the stage without actually getting on there, this would be your view. Just slightly elevated. A whole decent amount of people. I mean, I know when I was here with my son all those years ago, and it hasn't really changed much, but I know when I was here, it seemed like a pretty decent sized crowd that was here. They were putting on multiple shows. There's another bridge over here, but it's fenced off. Don't know what that's about. Oh, well. Does it just drop off after the bridge? It's hard to tell. No, there's a trail that keeps going. So, I don't know why this is closed off. I mean, maybe it's the end of the property. I mean, one could easily get in that way if you don't mind going through the high weeds, whatever these things are called. A lot of crows around here. No signage to keep me out of here, you know, no sign saying keep out or whatever. So I figure why not come back here and check this out. Some old bleachers back there. I guess some old playground stuff too. Some broken benches. Maybe this is like the maintenance area. And there's the back of the stage. Of course, as soon as I hit record, the wind kicks up a little bit, so sorry if that's a little annoying. I do my best to keep the microphone away from the wind, but can't always be helped. Now here on the other side of the what I suspect is the maintenance area, there's a trail and another little bridge here. Wow, it's not little compared to the other ones. It's actually kind of long. I mean, I've been on longer, but It's a decent size. Don't know where this goes to, but we'll find out. Some kind of business over here or something, I think. Have no idea what these dome things are. I've seen them before. Never really thought to look up and see what they were. We got signs on the other side here with nothing on them. And another one that just tells you how to get to the amphitheater. I have no idea what all this is. Something to do with the police, I think, because there's a truck back there, as you can hear it backing up, that looks like it's like a dump truck, but it's got the police symbol on it, so something to do with them. Now we're back on the other side of that bridge. Nothing real interesting in there, you know, just trees and brush. No reason to go traipsing through there, because I'm noticing as I'm going through the property, there's multiple areas where it's just like straight mud. See, there's multiple areas here like this for the water flow to come into and go out of. It's just all that grass out there is saturated. And it's just like a marshy area, pretty much. It would seem that there's some people that come here just to walk around in the little areas here. Then there's roads that go back there to the different buildings. Again, not sure which is which. I know there's a few different major buildings here. And down that way, way down that way, on Knights Road, is a building that I've been to quite a few times and talked to the people that run the place quite a few times. Bensalem Historical Society, or as it says now online, the Historical Society of Bensalem Township. They've been a big help in the research of things, especially Sarobia, the Chamonix State Park, which we might go over there. Just because. Been a little while since I went there. I mean, I just did a live feed there, what, last week? I did a live feed on my Facebook for This Is Tom's World. But I don't mind going over there again. Maybe we'll get a better look at that playground before I leave if nobody's in it. A few different types of swings. Got a thing here to climb on. Of course, your traditional thing with the slides and stuff like that. A little bit of trash here, not much, a couple pieces, which really makes no sense when, well, there's a trash can there, there's a trash can down there. I thought that thing would spin, but it does not. It doesn't move. All right, let's work our way out of here and stop over the Chamonix State Park. Why not? And before we leave, I also noticed on my way out that there's more of the open area on the opposite side of the road to come in here. So we have the area where I was over here, and then past this little swampy area, there's more field over there, which I assume belongs all to the property here. So now we're at Neshaminy State Park, just that quick. Don't you wish you could travel that fast? Just a little swipe and you're here. So this is the picnic area just off of the second parking lot. And it's strange to be here in the cooler weather, which we're actually finally having cooler weather. To know that like none of this is being used. I mean, I'm sure some of it is here and there. When we have a nice day, somebody might come out, picnic, or just come out here and eat their lunch. It's just overall, I think for me now that I've been working here for a while, it's just strange to be here in the cooler temperatures. I mean, we start back to work like at the end of February, beginning of March every year, and it is still cool out for a while. But it's weird because then before you know it, the temperatures are soaring. Memorial Day happens, the pool is open, and then it's just like a non-stop whirlwind all summer long. Tons of trash to pick up, tons of cans to be changed. I mean, even right now there are still a decent amount of trash cans out throughout the park. However, there's a lot more, and I know this because this year that was one of my tasks, was to go around collecting the different trash cans. Like one of the last few weeks we were here. So there is a lot more. There's well over 50. I know that. I can't remember the exact number, but I know, boring information. So as I had mentioned last year, these bathrooms here close to Winks Lane, they get closed every season. These ones and the ones on the other side of the pool down there. Now, the bathrooms in between the two parking lots on this path here, they stay open year round. So there's always a place to go to the bathroom if you need to. Right now we're going down Logan Garden Trail. I still think it's so cool that they named it that. And I talked to my boss about that, and he said that they had already had plans of naming the trail Logan Garden Trail even before myself and the volunteers started our efforts down in the garden. But I don't know. I like to think that we had something to do with that decision. Maybe. A person can dream. We have this hole right here, which is strange because it's like almost in the shape of a rabbit's head. And I've pointed this out before, but it's almost in the shape of a rabbit's head. And then we have the garden down there, which was themed Alice in Wonderland, and we all know that Alice followed the white rabbit down the hole, blah blah blah. Let's go on top of this hill and look down and see how the new trees down there are faring in the cooler weather. I mean, we left some trees here that were already there. One of them, I believe, is dead. It's this one here. I think it's dead. Others at work here said it is not. So we'll see. Come this year, if it doesn't bloom, we'll probably get rid of that one. And there was a ton of vines. There's still some on it, as you can see up at the top there. But there was a ton of vines in here that we took down when we were clearing out this area. And found out the hard way that some of those vines were poison ivy. But you know, it's part of the job. But the trees are still hanging in there. They're just in their slumber state. Those trees up there from the year before. And again, one of the new ones from this year. And then there's one other new one inside the garden. Well, and there's a bunch of them on the other side of the garden as well. Planted a lot of trees this year. And I think we're going to be planting a lot more this coming year. Because towards the end of the season, we took down a bunch of trees that are like way down back by the back bathrooms on the other side from where we are now. And the reason we had to take them down was the type of tree that it was. It was attracting the spotted lanternflies. So, but we're going to plant more in their place. Always planting new trees here and at Benjamin Rush. That's the new tree in here. This whole place really does have a different feel to it in the winter. Oh yeah, and I mentioned in my live, as you can see, the volunteers have painted the spade planters white. And I understand why they did that. That was to make them stand out more. And inside each planter, right now they have the little small grade gravel in there, which is a darker color. But in times prior to this, they were putting black mulch in there, which I think looks a lot better. Maybe have those stones as a base and then put black mulch on top. But that's their call. I remember one time before I started working here, the park had a visitor of a bigger YouTuber, the Wandering Woodsman. I believe that's his name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And he would plant channel stickers, like little stickers that had his channel's emblem or whatever. And he mentioned me in his video, which I greatly appreciate. And he hid his sticker right under this rock here. Oop, there we go, right there. And I was let known by another YouTuber who's local to the area here, Rustic Ventures. There we go. The woman there, Kathy, had let me know that he was here and that he mentioned me and I should watch the video. However, she beat me to the sticker. But that's all right. After I watched that video, I didn't even shower. I just quick threw my clothes on, came over here, like I put a hat on because my hair was all over the place. And well, she had already been here. And here's the chessboard. Hopefully this year, the volunteers, and with an effort from us, hopefully, if we're allowed, maybe we can get this grass growing a little better than it did this past summer. I mean, it looked good, don't get me wrong. I mean, in the summer when there's no leaves here and you see the contrast of the green along with the red bricks and everything, it's really pretty. But the grass could be in better condition. I believe the grass that we had put down here was probably more for full sun, and this is like one of the more shaded areas of the garden. So, but you know, it's a start, it's a base. I actually haven't seen any of the volunteers since in my last few weeks of work here back in early November. So I kind of miss them. But I'll be seeing them again, I'm sure. And it's a totally different feel here. Even more so when it snows. It's weird, these fluffy plants over here, this ornamental grass, in the warmer weather, it's like a vibrant pink color. Now it's not. And they cut back a lot of the perennial plants for the season. Some they left standing, some they cut back. Either way, 99% of everything that's been in here will come back. The thing that threw me off this year was way down here. There was asters growing on either side. I think it was asters. And they are an annual plant. And yet somehow on this side it reseeded itself and came back. Still haven't covered up Humpty. I'll have to see if I could bring that up again to the powers that be to see if we could cover him up so that rainwater doesn't go inside of him and then freeze and then cause more damage. The more we can save, the better. Anyway, I guess I'll take the opportunity to wrap things up. Firstly and foremost, thank you for coming along on a new adventure. Wasn't much of an exciting adventure, I understand, but an adventure nonetheless. I went to go check out a place that I've only been to once before, over at Bensalem Central Park, and then ended up in my favorite place. I feel like I've been neglecting this place too much. In the few years past, or a couple years past before that, I was coming here, I don't know, at least once a week, even if it was just to sit here in the quiet and peacefulness, as you can hear, or can't hear, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for coming along, and if you could do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button underneath the video, and if you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell, that way you'll be sure to be notified when I upload new videos. For those of you who have been along with me through most of my journeys, or even the new people that have joined, thank you very much. Make sure you check out all my videos. I have quite a few on my or in my library, I should say, and you can check them out. Some of them are historical, some of them are just adventures. There's a whole series of videos that show the progression of resurfacing the old garden here, the old trails and stuff like that, and then putting in new flowers over there and various places. And I'm extremely proud of that I was part of that, and extremely proud to have been part of that team. We got a lot done, and they still have ongoing things to do. I'm sure they're going to do great with this place, as they have been. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Once again, thank you everyone. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you in the next one. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.